What's up, guys? Destructor here, and today I got yourselves a sucks on a piece of shit that deserves a sucks. Fuck Justin Trudeau. Let's get into this. Reason number one, pro-China. I mean, this guy has literally been pro-China long before he was even prime minister. Like, I'm not even shit you not. In like 2012 or something, he said, and I quote, "I admire China's basic dictatorship." Yeah, let that sink in.
There's a level of admiration I actually have for China because their basic dictatorship is allowing them to actually turn their economy around on a dime.
Yeah, this guy was basically admitting, yeah, I'm a dirty communist and I don't like given any rights, so prepare to lose rights. That's what he was pretty much admitting back then. When you're pro-China, you're basically saying fuck you to human rights. Anyway, reason number two, the carbon tax. Holy fucking shit balls, the carbon tax. Good lord, why does this tax even exist? This tax is so fucking useless. It doesn't like make a damn difference in the environment. Please, for all you like lib cuck, fucking libtard, fucking brain dead morons, do you have any proof that the carbon tax is a good idea? Because all I hear about this thing is that no one likes it for a good fucking reason. What's just like tax anyone who's have cars? Woo! Yeah, well, that's a good idea. Let's fucking tax ourselves. Not like we're made out of fucking carbon. Oh wow, woo! Fucking retard, man. Holy fucking shit.
There will absolutely not be any other carve-outs or suspensions of the price on pollution. This is designed to phase out home heating oil the way we made a decision to phase out coal. Now, when we decided to phase out coal as a country, there were provinces that had long gone from coal that didn't help them at all that we were phasing out coal because they'd already done it. Others needed to step up to do it. This is specifically about ending the use of home heating oil, which is more polluting, more expensive, and impacts low-income Canadians to a greater degree.
What a dumbass.
Fuck that irrelevant piece of shit, Trudeau. Anyway, reason number three. He's so full of shit. I have never seen a person so blatantly full of shit more than Justin Trudeau. Just by him walking, just by looking at his smug, pretentious, rich boy face, that you can tell this guy is fucking pompous and full of shit. There's not one genuine ounce of bone in his body. You can just tell from the straight of his mouth. And when he decides to open his mouth, God forbid, which, he already sounds like his fucking, like, mother, which, ew, I mean, if you're a dude that sounds like your own mother, yeah, that's down bad behavior, a fucking bitch. But yet again, look at his mother, a fucking slut who got gangbanged by the Rolling Stones, and his father is a fucking potato head cuck. So, what am I really surprised? But yeah, this guy is genuinely the most full of shit person I've ever seen in my life. And there's a lot of full of shit, phony fucking politicians. They're all full of shit, but Justin Trudeau is the biggest phony of them all. That's probably why when they do their fucking little like orgy sex parties, those politicians, Trudeau's always the one that's on his fucking back getting it fucking like from like literally everyone, particularly fucking GJ Ping, Winnie the Pooh over there in China. That seems to be the favorite of his. So yeah, fuck this guy.
Mr. Speaker, what we hear from the Leader of the Opposition is under the previous Conservative government, everything was perfect, and what he is proposing to do is to make Canada great again. That is not what Canadians want.
He's full of shit.
Reason number four, his speaking skills. Yeah, they're fucking dog shit. Okay, if it's not fucking lying through his teeth, I mean, all he do is look at his lips and he's fucking lying and shit. He sounds like Joe Biden. I'm not even shitting you. This guy is like Joe Biden on the mental capacity. And he's not even like 60. What the fuck?
The fact is, we work, sorry, let me just try to reorder the thoughts. We, worked with the lobby conflict of interest commissioner on a regular basis on a broad range of issues.
Reason number five, he had a Nazi in Parliament. Yeah, I shit you not. This is all because of the whole Ukraine-Russia war thing. Now, what went on is basically the Canadian Parliament invited this particular, like, old World War II soldier, pretty much just honoring this guy and pretty much glorifying his fucking bullshit because he's Ukrainian or some shit. Like, that's pretty much the whole fucking ordeal with it. And ironically enough, pretty much people called on for his bullshit, and he tried to deny that he had no idea about it. But, like, come on. We know how Trudeau's full of shit. We all know. We all know, buddy.
We have here in the chamber today Ukrainian-Canadian war veteran from the Second World War who fought the Ukrainian independence against the Russians and continues to support the troops today, even at his age of 98. He's a Ukrainian hero, a Canadian hero, and we thank him for all his service.
The ironic thing about this is that Justin Trudeau will literally call people from the Conservative cabinet people who are associated with swastikas. Yet there's people who are fucking Jewish in that cabinet, and he actually directed towards one of them. What the fuck does that say about this guy? This guy does not care about morals or being principled or just being woke in general. He does not give a shit so long as it benefits him and his little fucking like utopia fucking just being a socialist pig. That is so fucking sad.
Mr. Speaker, Conservative Party members can stand with people who wave swastikas. They can stand with people who wave the Confederate flag. We will choose to stand with Canadians.
Reason number 6. The Online Streaming Act. Now, it is more known as Bill C-11 through, of course, a YouTuber by the name of J.J. McCullen, who has basically been covering the bill since its inception. I recommend watching, his videos on it. They're really good, and they go into great detail about how awful it is. But I'm going to summarize it like this. It's basically an online bill where the government's trying to regulate the internet. How they do this, they pretty much just want to force Canadians to watch more Canadian content. Now, in Canada has this weird thing where, like, in the past with, like, TV, the radio, all that type of shit, Canadian media had this rule where basically you had to play a certain amount of Canadian content. So, like, if you're from Canada, you had a higher chance to become more successful in Canada because the government wanted to artificially give, like, these, I guess, entertainers a chance. Yet if you fucking try to make it to the US, you're gonna go fucking nowhere, basically. It's fucking retarded. This is very much the updated version of it. But the thing is, this is the internet. It doesn't matter where we're from. It's supposed to be like what we want to do. We don't give a fuck. And the real reason why they're doing it is, like, personally, I think they're just doing it because the government of Canada is starting to realize, wait a minute, the people are actually starting to wake up. It's a way to insult our intelligence, basically. Like, they're not watching, like, the crappy, like, Canadian news and media, like, fucking, like, a lot of people do, like, back in the old days. Only, like, the old people who don't actually understand the internet watch that fucking CBC garbage and where the fuck is, like, Canadian content these days. That's pretty much, like, the fucking whole gist of it. And what I find about this bill to be so fucking stupid is just, like, it's not needed. Many, like, YouTubers, particularly, are super successful without it. Like the person I mentioned, J.J. McCullen. Fucking, he didn't need it. Fucking Mooderhard. Like, shit like that. Like, people like that, they don't fucking need it. It's just artificial and fucking stupid. And you're just trying to, like, censor opposing views, basically, because the government of Canada basically did not even, like, clarify what is entailed exactly. It's just fucking all vague language bullshit, really.
I think that it's very important to listen to what the government has said quite explicitly is their agenda in pushing for this legislation. And what the government has said quite explicitly is that they feel there is a danger to Canada's cultural sovereignty, right? So this idea that Canadian culture is some sort of tangible, identifiable thing that is under threat because Canadians are not watching enough of the right kind of videos online. Right? So it's very important to be very clear to understand what is sort of like the ideological motivation that is animating this. And I think that sometimes we can speak of sort of legislation as if it's just sort of something that's kind of unfolding on its own sort of accord. But no, like, I spend a lot of time thinking about politics. I've been a political commentator for like 10 years, so maybe my analysis is a little bit more sort of politicized, a little bit more cynical perhaps. But the thing that winds up sort of generating a lot of the anxiety, if we assume that the animating sort of purpose of this legislation is to protect our cultural sovereignty, is the question of, well, who gets to decide what that means? Who gets to decide what Canadian culture is? Who gets to decide when Canadian culture is being threatened or undermined or is in some sort of danger that requires government's helping hand to protect? And we do know that the agenda of this government, and broadly the government of Ottawa for the last however many decades, is the idea that Canadian culture is something that requires a sort of government-led sort of initiative to sort of protect and defend and build. The idea that the culture of this country is ultimately something that Ottawa will have a guiding hand in sort of instigating and sort of protecting and driving more broadly. And I think that that is something that just many, many Canadian content creators are sort of frankly terrified by. They don't like the idea that they have to dance to some sort of government tune and that their success as content creators, their livelihood, will in some ways be dependent on their ability to make their content conform with what some sort of council of experts, sort of self-proclaimed adjudicators of what is in the cultural interest of this country to decide.
Reason number 7, Quebec, LOL. Yeah, they want to know why Quebec sucks donkey's ass. Yeah, you can have this guy to think, because I don't know what it is with like Quebec politicians and prime ministers. They always tend to suck major fat cock and make this country worse. Go fucking figure. I mean, when it comes to Quebec, I mean, this guy loves to be like, oh, diversity, inclusion, including everyone and shit. Yet seems to not want to include English-speaking Quebecers. Okay, yeah, that makes fucking sense. Okay, he pretty much let fucking Francois Le Shitface over there. Yeah, fucking like Francois Legault. More like he needs to go now. I know, stupid name, but this is Frenchmen we're talking about. They always have the dumbest fucking names. I mean, just look at like Trudeau. Like, what the fuck kind of like retarded name? It sounds like you got fucking dropped on your head 10 times when you're the kid, at least more. No way, he probably did, knowing how much of a fucking hoe his mother is. But I digress. Yeah, he pretty much lets Quebec do their rampant, like, French nationalist bullshit, all because, well, lol, Quebec, they have to protect their French language rights. Yeah, who thought, like, protecting a bunch of language Nazis' rights was a good idea? Yeah, I don't fucking think so. And plus, when you look at Quebec, you ever notice they don't have to pay as much taxes? They don't really have to do as much work as, like, say, the other provinces. I mean, Alberta basically fucking, like, makes this country functional. Without Alberta, Canada would fall apart in a fucking heartbeat. But what do you expect, Mike? She pretty much gives Quebec, fucking the free pass and shit. That's totally worked so well before. It's not like, his father tried doing that shit 50-something years ago, and it led to, well, pretty much a French separatist movement happening, and fucking a bunch of jobs and businesses went down to the States. It's not like you're trying to make, like, fucking Canada poor. Oh, wait, that's what happened. Go fucking figure.
Regardez, le Canada fait dur maintenant parce que c'est des Albertains qui contrôlent notre agenda communautaire et socio-démocratique. Ça marche pas.
Est-ce que le Canada est mieux servi quand il y a plus de Québécois au pouvoir que quand il y a plus d'Albertains au pouvoir?
Ben, je suis libéral, alors c'est sûr que je pense que oui. Certainement, quand on regarde les grands premiers ministres du 20e siècle, les seuls qui ont vraiment tenu le coup, c'était des députés du Québec. C'était Trudeau, c'était Mulroney, c'était Chrétien, c'était Paul Martin. Alors, tu sais, on a un rôle, ce pays, le Canada, est à nous.
Funding for psychiatry and mental health services have been grossly underfunded compared to the other areas of healthcare. Of particular concern in this area are services to minority populations. Most of the public services in this area are available in French only. It is only in the last 10 years that we have had a group dedicated to trying to help the English population in this area. I would really appreciate your comments on this subject.
Merci. Thank you. Si vous permettez, je vais répondre en français pour que tout le monde puisse entendre. Mais merci de votre utilisation de nos deux langues officielles au pays. Mais on est au Québec, donc je vais répondre en français.
What an asshole!
Reason number 8, the trucker convoy. Yeah, so during 2021, during the time of the fear-demic, lovely. So truckers are basically pretty much permitted to just do whatever they want, basically, until Trudeau said, oh wait, they gotta get the shot, because in his mind, get the shot, even though I gotta be that guy. It's not 100% guaranteed effective, but whatever. That'll probably just get me kicked off of this fucking site, or at least get this video taken down. Either way, fuck you for suppressing facts. But anyway, when it comes to that, he decided, oh, they gotta get the shot and shit, even though, like, they're in a vehicle, like, all day for the most part, all by themselves, and all they're doing is just pretty much driving a fucking truck around. So, like, they're pretty much affecting no one. They're pretty much responsible for keeping the goods going, like, transporting that shit. So this retard had to be like, get the shot now or whatever, lose job, which is like so hypocritical and backwards. Like, okay, if you're all about like democracy and like freedom and stuff, you should be able to, let people decide if they want to take, the vaccine or not. But apparently, no, you gotta take the vaccine or else. Like, yeah, you wonder why people hate the government more than ever. It's because of like this fucking hypocritical bullshit like this. And there's a reason why this trucker protest happened. I wish the country would actually do more protesting like that so we can get rid of you, but hey, it's a nice start. So it led to a fucking huge revolution, or at least a revolt, and well, they got what they wanted in the end, lol. Proving that, yes, Justin Trudeau is a complete fucking bitch, and he was so fucking sad they had to fucking do like martial law. That's how fucking sad you are, my guy. Like, go fuck yourself, you pompous cunt.
The small fringe minority of people who are on their way to Ottawa or who are holding unacceptable views that they're expressing do not represent the views of Canadians.
Reason number 9, everything goes up under him. I don't know what it is, ever since he got into office or some shit, it's like the cost of like housing has to go up, rent, fucking groceries, gas, like everything has to just keep going up with this stupid textbook fucking communist liberal agenda garbage. It's so fucking stupid and shit. It's just like crazy. It's out of control. And this guy is the fucking reason for it. And what I find ironic is that instead of actually trying to like, fix this and shit, especially when we had this certain like fear demic happen, no, you'll decide, you know what, I'm just gonna spend a lot of like hard-earned taxpayer dollars just to go on fucking like nice vacations or some shit. Hello, dumbass. Your job is not to go on vacations. Your job is to help us fucking survive, you asshole. Jeez Louise. I mean, God, cost some housing. Here's like a fucking random number example. Like, you can buy a house for like, say, I don't know, $100K or something like that. Yeah, this shit goes up by like fucking 500K or something as an example. Like, shit goes up. It's not an exact number or statistic, but I'm just saying, like, food. Like a fucking steak or some shit. The steaks, you can literally be paying the steak up towards like 50 something bucks for like 2 lousy steaks. Even they're like supposedly good Alberta steaks, 50 something fucking bucks. Are you fucking kidding me, man? That is some fucking bullshit. Like, it's retarded. So I don't know why this guy is still in power. Like, it was just all it is. Oh, I know why. Division, of course. Too many political systems. That's why. Fuck you.
It does require putting a price on things right now so that we can set ourselves up for success in the future. And that's an easy thing for short-term politicians, short-term thinker politicians. Interest rates are at historic lows, Glenn. You'll forgive me if I don't think about monetary policy. If you use your credit card to go back to school, or if you use your credit card, you go into debt to build an expansion on your house that you're then going to be able to sell your house for more. If you're making investments that are going to return, that is how you grow a strong economy.
And the budget will balance itself.
Reason number 10. Yeah, he's made Canada worse. Yeah, this guy has pretty much made Canada into a laughingstock. At one point, Canada was seen as a well-respected country that had its shit together, and it was something like, hey, we should go visit Canada. But ever since this guy came into Canada, he's pretty much just made everything worse. Shittier quality of food, shittier rent, shittier everything. Pretty much like the reasons I've been saying throughout the whole fucking video. You have people like Tucker Carlson, Elon Musk, Joe Rogan shitting on Canada. When you make Tucker Carlson and Elon Musk look good, pack it in, bud. You suck. Get out of here. You have Joe Rogan calling Canada a frozen communist shithole. So, based Rogan for that take. That should probably fucking tell you something. Whenever people talk about Canada, Bill Maher, another guy, even he's shitting on fucking like Trudeau and shit. And he's a fucking liberal hack anyway. even like liberal hacks from America are shitting on Canada. Not even those libtard Americans are like Canada's good. No, even they don't like Justin Trudeau. That's fucking sad. Canada's nothing more than just a fucking laughingstock on the world stage, basically. Not even the other countries respect this guy. And I don't blame them. Who would respect a guy who pretty much just fucks Canadians over 24/7? I can see why his bitch ass wife left him, which, ugh. You actually have to fuck that guy? Oh, God. Man, again, Trudeau has money, so that's probably why. But still, anything that can go wrong under this guy has gone wrong. So, fuck this guy. Fuck Justin Trudeau. Fuck his fans. If you're actually a fan of him, you are retarded. Kindly fuck off. So, hope you'll enjoy this video. Take care, and of course, fuck Justin Trudeau.